We have Austin Gambe with us still on the line. He's a labor expert. And Mr. Gambe, I don't know what you make of SSNIT's reaction to the suggestion by the former president, which you consider as a wise one. The law does not allow them, simply put, to do what the former president is asking.
Well, I'm not prone to engaging people like this on air, but I want to just say this. I formed part of the team that wrote the pension scheme, and we amended it about new things in it. I was one of the team.
Mr. Gambe, we lost you briefly on the line. You were saying that you're part of the team that wrote the pension scheme, the law.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. And you were saying that you amended certain portions. If you could just take it from there for us.
I was saying that I formed part of the team that wrote the pension scheme.
Okay.
And during the course of writing the pension scheme, we proposed, changes in the SSNIT law, give room for the setting up of the second tier. Now we have SSNIT contribution, we have first tier, we have second tier, we have third tier. So these are changes that can always be made. Even our constitution, we can amend it. This is a very complex situation we find ourselves in. I do not think the former president, and certainly that is not the proposal I made to certain people on even the SSNIT board and organized labor. Nobody is asking for SSNIT perpetuity. This is a tense moment for people who are contributors to SSNIT, who will not be paid at the end of this month, who will not be paid maybe next month. They are not too sure when their business will be in full flow. So I think the suggestion is about now having a conversation about what to do, and if it's agreed overall by people in respect of this matter that have been raised, law can be amended. Our president recently went to Parliament and have a bill sent to Parliament. It was passed into law. He has now authority to commandeer us to respect certain things to save people's lives. Anything can be done at any point in time. If SSNIT law will be amended to enable them, give support to the contributors, and let's say, God forbid, if 3,000 people of the contributors may fall dead as a result of the COVID-19, and they can save them, to prevent certain things being done, it's the best thing that SSNIT can do, and credit will be given to the institution. So all I want to say is that it's a call in the right direction. I have proposed it more than 3 weeks ago. I haven't seen the former president for 4 years or so now.
Very well.
So it's not something that people should be talking about the legalistic aspect of it overly. Let's have a conversation about it.
Mr. Gambe, just hold on briefly for me. Madam Srkodie, is SSNIT open to such a suggestion? Are you looking to amend the law or to have some form of relief for your contributors going forward? We don't know how long this pandemic will last, but have you started conversations around this already, beyond the lump sum you gave to the COVID fund? Hello, Madam Srkodie. Hello? Hello, Madam Srkodie, are you still with us?
Yes, I am here. And I think your panelist, his closing remarks echoed exactly what I was going to say, that we do not have the power to amend the law. Our job is to implement the law that has been passed. So as you said, if as a country we want to have a conversation about amending the SSNIT law, then conversation and trigger the processes that lead to the amendment of the law. But our point, and I wasn't getting overly legalistic, I was just making a reference to the law that governs the scheme, that this is the law and we are merely implementers of the law. And until that situation changes, we can only implement what the law says. But as your resource person said, if we have a conversation and we feel that this is the way to go, and as a subsequent amendment, our job really, like I said, is to lay down the law and implement it. As you said, am I open to it? I do not have the power, you said, to amend the law on my own to take a decision, or the managers of SSNIT to take a decision to say that because of this, we are going to do this. And if it's not grounded in law, that will constitute an illegality. And so, as your resource person says, if we have this conversation and that's where we put to, then we can only implement the law at the stage. But SSNIT as an entity cannot, as we speak, add or deduct the current law at the stage, pending an amendment or a change.
Are you willing to initiate the move, or you're looking to central government to begin talks around this?
There are clearly laid down procedures for amending a law. And I think we all know those processes. And so once those processes are triggered, and it goes all the way to Parliament, and if Parliament were so minded to change or amend the law, then our job really is just to implement it. And so I think that maybe it's a conversation as Mr. Game says to have. But the point I was making is, as we speak, we can only implement that 766. And I don't think anybody is suggesting that we go contrary to what the law says as we speak. If in future this situation changes and the law says, for instance, you have to make payments for unemployment, then of course that's what the law says, and then we will.
Then you can begin to look at that. Madam Srkodie, thank you very much for your time here on NewsDesk. I really appreciate this interview granted us. Mr. Game, your final words as we wrap up on this.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be SSNIT initiating the move. This is something that organized labor, employers, and government at a national tripartite committee meeting, coming under Section 113 of the Labour Act, I believe Section C, to discuss intensely about this issue. I told you I've made it to people on this issue long ago.
Yeah.
You know, it's not about giving unemployment pay. No, it's a special purpose thing that must be done. You know, and if they can come under that, they can discuss that in the economic front to enable that aspect of the law to be amended to help cushion people, to give support to people in this publicity time. That's about it.
Thank you for joining us on NewsDesk. That's Austin Game. He is a labor expert or consultant, and he joined us with his views on the former president's suggestion for SSNIT to move in to help contributors around this time.